Alright. Poem of the day. It's about being burned. There's no title for this one yet. My apartment was spotlessly cleaned in preparation of a miraculous event. The greatest rapture was on its way. As I waited, I choked on the air, and it left me feeling afraid of happiness. But it was alright, because I was expecting exhilarating desire. Exhilarating desire. This has no gold book lecture. The fairies took a tailspin. When entrancing was at the door, I did not let him in. Exhilarating desire. My apartment is as empty as my soul. The trash the same as all my desires. They exhilarated me no more. Alright, hello. What you just heard was a poem, again by me. And it was about a little mishap I had about a couple months ago. It was about a blind date, actually. And I'll tell you one thing about blind dates. Never, ever, ever give the guy your information before you meet him. Contact information, email, shit like that. Never do it. I'll tell you why. Because this is a fucked up world out here, people. And people can find you like that nowadays. Don't. This is too loud for me, so it's probably too loud for you. Alright. So let me tell you about this story. I'm a MySpace fanatic. I'm a MySpacian. And I'm also a budding Facebook geek. And you always hear about that person on the news or that weird guy down the street who has a MySpace and was like, hey, I want to stalk that person. It's always on the news. They're always telling people, their kids, never to get MySpaces until they're like 18 or 17 or something like that because of the whole stalker thing. And I have a story that was similar to that. I'm just a dumbass, really. Oh, and by the way, Caitlin, if you ever see this, my friends, the ones that I told you about this story, this is the story. This is the thing that I didn't want anyone to know. But you know what? Fuck it, because I'm going to tell it, and it might actually be funny to some of you out there. It's actually funny to me now because, yeah. Anyway, so this guy on MySpace, he writes me up. He goes like, hey, you look pretty cool. You want to hang out? I go like, sweet. So, I look at his MySpace. He has a alright looking MySpace. He doesn't look like a stalker. He has like several hundred friends. The things you look out for people who go like, hey, I think this guy might be a stalker or some weird guy who lives down the street. But he didn't look like that. So I say, hey, let's talk. So we're talking. We talked for 2 weeks? Something like that. Hey guy, if you ever find this, did we talk for 2 weeks? It was something like that. Anyway, hey, I'm thinking, hey, this guy's got green eyes, he's blonde hair, he's like, 6'4" or something like that. 22 years old. Oh, he has everything. It's great. Going to school and all that. And, then, we met, and I was a dumb fuck because I gave him my address. Thank God he never came back. It turned out to be an old fart. And I know what you're thinking. For all of my homosexual friends out there, if you've ever seen the second season of Queer as Folk and you see Elliot, Emmett, fuck, it's Emmett, it's not Elliot, it's Emmett Honeydew, something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, he falls in love with this old guy, who's this old rich guy, He knows nothing about him. And it was something like that, but he went to his house. So he was, maybe he was, actually, if I think about it, he was actually a little bit dumber than me. Anyway. So he meets this guy. He goes like, oh my god, this is a fucking old fart. But he turns out to be a nice guy. This wasn't the case. This guy was, smoking like a chimney. I smoke, but I don't smoke like a chimney, not yet. Trying not to. And, I saw him at the door, and I was like, okay, this could get bad really quickly. I see him through the little peephole, and it runs through my head, do I let this guy in? Do I open the door? Do I just pretend like I'm not home? Fuck, my music's playing. He knows I'm home. He totally knows I'm home. So what do? I had the fucking apartment clean, the lights are on. There's no way I'm not home. So I open the door, I'm smiling, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, oh god, I gotta get this guy out of my house right now. And, so I tell him, hey, let's go to, some place down the street and get coffee or something. And by the way, he kept insisting that he was 24. Bullshit. I know you may think I'm one of those stupid twinks who just wants to fuck, but I'm not. So so we went to this little restaurant. Luckily, it was closed, but the people were, it was closed to the public for the inside. You could only go through the drive-thru. And we took different cars. So I said, hey, too bad, bye. So I just drove off, and I went back. Luckily, he didn't follow me. Yeah. And I never heard from him again, which is a really good thing. But he sent me a message, not too long ago, going like, hey, if you ever want a good blowjob, you can hook me up. And I said, dude, fuck you. Seriously, no thanks. And that was it. The second time something like that happened, I was just minding my own business. Again, I get messaged. I don't know. There is a sign on my shirt. It says "Stop and Think." It's about the war in Iraq. It's like "Stop and Think." There's some stuff on the back. I don't want to turn around. But I think there's another sign on my visage somewhere. Even though I'm watching the playback, the recording of me, there must be a sign on my forehead somewhere that says "Screw me, fuck me." Is because there. I get people just on a regular basis, not every day, but it's very frequent, where people go, "Hey, you're cool. I want to talk to you. You're sweet. Let's hang out." Okay, so cool. I hear you. You look like a pretty cool guy. And then we meet, or I see a vital flaw in this plan, and that flaw is something to the lines of, after those couple sentences of really nice cheeky stuff, it goes like, hey, wanna fuck? You're really hot. I have a boyfriend. I have a kid. I have a wife. You wanna fuck? No. Is that the right answer? I don't want to be the cause of some detrimental event to break up a nice relationship. But then again, if you have to resort to someone who's significantly younger than you, not always, just sometimes, or someone who just seems desperate. Do I seem desperate? Do I look desperate? I didn't think I was. Maybe I am. Maybe it's one of those things. Maybe that is the sign. Maybe it's just my body language. Do I say, hey, I'm desperate. I want to fuck somebody. I don't know what to say. Hey, people are my best mirror in this world. So, yeah. So, Yeah, that guy. Uh, maybe he found another. Maybe he found someone younger than me. Who knows? I don't care. That's that guy's problem. But thanks for listening and watching. Leave comments if you feel like it. And I will have more in the future. Thanks.